we'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. A first down throw for Prescott. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He'll get this to Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To the air again, Prescott. And off the deflection, it's caught. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. On third down, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League. And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10. So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. On third down, Shirley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spend more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Elliott. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to 4. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To try again after the sack. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching will remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL. Probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from it. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. It's brought in by Harris. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now Prescott. Open man right side, it's Lamb. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. On second and inches, Prescott left side to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second and very short, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Hey, Charles, give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the book.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
He'll go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off the bootleg. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range...
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching him. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And again, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And unfortunately for him, this montage. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this time, Allen will throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go right back to Singletary. Trucks over him. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott, looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. Shirley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And they take a knee. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Third and long for Prescott. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Effort.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys dropped the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Dog has caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chopped it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta